Hi everybody. I recently encountered a YouTube video asking a really bullshit question. The question whether or not homosexuality is natural. This question would be reasonable if it came from a creationist. If we have a person who believed that the laws of nature was imposed by God, but then people can break the laws of nature because they are in league with the devil, then it becomes reasonable to talk about whether something is natural or not. But from a scientific worldview, this is so much nonsense. The laws of nature describe the world, they don't impose it. If something does happen, then it is obviously true that this something can happen. It is not against the laws of nature, it is natural. Sadly, a lot of people don't understand evolution at all, and Hollywood really helped them with gaining misinformation. We have so many movies and television series that portray evolution as just another kind of creationism. They call it evolution, but it's actually design, intelligent or made by fate, or I don't know how the fuck those Hollywood producers and script writers think, but it's not science. Real evolution is a blind process of natural selection. Everything that happens in nature is natural, and mankind is a part of nature. We were not created separate from nature to lord over nature, as the Bible tells. In physical reality, in the actual history of the physical world, there wasn't a first human. It was a gradual evolution from ape to man. And no, we didn't evolve from contemporary apes. The contemporary apes of our day has shared ancestors with us. But the thing is this: mankind has always used tools, language, and a little bit of civilization. You see, tools predate anything that can reasonably be called human. Once upon a time, there was living creatures that can only be called apes. We can't call them human, but they did use spears and fire and so on. Those apes evolved into us. But back when they started using tools, started having a little bit of civilization, they wasn't us yet. They were not yet human. People tend to think that tools are unnatural, but that's not the way it works. Using tool is the most natural thing in the world. Developing tools, developing technology, developing civilization, all that kind of stuff, it is part of our ecological niche. It is part of what we are and who we are as humans, as part of life on this planet. You can drop the idea that something can be unnatural. Besides, when it comes to homosexuality, unlike technology, I mean technology that is human only, unless you count the very basic forms of technology. I mean, you can call it technology when ants build an anthill, or when a monkey uses a rock to crush a coconut. But developed tools, that is mankind only. But homosexuality is not mankind only. We have it in lots and lots and lots of species. And furthermore, the concepts of heterosexuality and homosexuality are only 150 years old. Before that, we didn't have this categorization of people. A little over, 150 years ago, we had this rather new culture where who you are sexually attracted to suddenly is so important. It became the basis for how you organize your families and your meaning of life and all that kind of thing. Before that, family was more about alliances between families, people getting married because their parents tell them to, and it's all part of that social structure. And then who people were sexually attracted to, and if they had an infatuation with someone, that wasn't the basis for building society. But suddenly it became the basis, and then it became so very important who we were sexually attracted to. All of a sudden, we develop heterosexuality and homosexuality as social constructs. This idea that you have a gender and everybody else have a gender, and the gender of yourself and the person you are attracted to, that is your personal and social identity. It's rather weird, actually. It's really strange system, but we're currently stuck with that. But come on, this person who I'm replying to now, he called himself Republic of Sandals. He started talking about what part of the brain homosexuality is in. Come on, homosexuality is a social construct, not a biological fact. Being sexually attracted, that is a biological fact. Having certain preferences, that is a biological fact. How you categorize these things, this is not a biological fact, that is a social construct. Whether or not you are attracted to big boobs, and whether or not you are attracted to certain kinds of voices and hips and so on, that might be located somewhere in the brain. And of course, what football team you cheer for might also be physically in the brain, because the human brain does not work like a computer with a strict distinction between hardware and software. When you learn something, your physical brain physically change. Just like your body changes when you exercise and your muscles grow, your brain centra also grow when you think about things. So the entire basis for the analysis is completely out of whack. Uh, Republic of Sandals congratulate himself for being less bigoted against homosexuals than he used to be, and I applaud that. I congratulate him for getting rid of some of his bigotry, or even all of it. Maybe he don't have all these prejudices against gay people that he used to have. It's great if he gotten rid of that. But Republic, you need to also drop this idea that linguistic constructs and social constructs are physical reality. It is your basic problem that you return to over and over. I recommend that you watch my videos about the 5x3 model, Dikana, and my new alignment system. Think about those things for, for a little while. That's all I have to say for now. Live long and prosper.